Hey guys, it's Leah here from the Yoga Doc. I hope everyone is coping okay with this very hot weather that we've been having recently. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely not sleeping particularly well. I'm kind of feeling a little bit more fraught and irritable just because the weather has been so hot. So I thought I would share with you some techniques that I've been reverting to recently through my yoga practice. So it's a pranayama technique, which is basically just the yoga term for focused breathing, that are really, really helpful in helping us to stay a little cooler and to calm our mind and our body. So these two breathing techniques that I'm going to talk through in a minute are the techniques of Sitali and Sitkari, and the shit in the name is basically the Sanskrit term for cooling or cold, and so we're trying to create a cooling sensation through the body, which I'm sure would be very welcome at this time of the year. So in actual fact, this is also a technique that's prescribed in Ayurvedic traditions. So the technique is used to cool the body, especially for those that suffer from a pitta constitution. So in Ayurveda, there are 3 different types of constitution, and you may be a combination. Everybody's a bit different and may have a little bit more of one than the other. So the constitutions are kapha, which is a more earthy, grounded constitution. And then you have vata, which is associated with air or space, and then Pitta, which is the fiery and also associated with water, so people that are always rushing around and a moving kind of constitution. So this technique is something that's prescribed to people with that more of a prominent constitution within their dosha. So let's get to the practicalities of these techniques. So Shitali is a practice where we are going to roll our tongue. So you may know that you can or you can't roll your tongue already. So give it a try, stick your tongue out and see if you can create a little straw with your tongue. So like looking like this. Now there are going to be a whole percentage of you that aren't able to do it. It's about 65% of the population that can roll their tongues. Interestingly, it's more prominent in females than males. So if you can, then that's how you're going to do your breath, your Shitali breath. If you can't, please don't keep trying, because there's no way you're going to be able to make yourself do it. You're going to practice the sheetkari breath. And with that, we're going to basically allow our teeth to gently touch and create a big smile with our mouth. So it will look like this. So whichever type of breath you're going to use, you're going to inhale through the mouth and through either the tongue straw that you've created or through the grating in your teeth that you've created, and allow a gentle controlled breath in. So rather than doing a quick short breath, you're going to create a nice long breath that's even throughout, and you're going to try and count to 5. If that feels uncomfortable, you can shorten the breath to a count of 3, or even lengthen it. If you practice normal pranayama regularly, then you go ahead and lengthen the breath if you'd like to. So we're going to do an inhale for 5, so creating either the tongue roll or the sheetkari smile. So breathing in for 5. When you reach the top of your breath, you're going to pause just for a couple of seconds with your mouth closed. So you're just going to enjoy those after effects just for a moment or two of that inhale. And then on the exhale, you're going to breathe out through the nose this time. And again, trying to create a nice evenness in the breath, so allowing it to be slow. And again, that can be for a count of 3 or 5 or whatever works for you with your breath. So it's quite hard to talk and to demonstrate these breaths at the same time. So I'm just going to demonstrate both breaths. So first of all, the Shitali and then the Sitkari. So you may notice that I just pause briefly at the end of each exhale as well. So you're just allowing that little pause between each breath, at the top of the breath and at the end of the breath, to allow your body to just benefit from that breathing technique. So I would recommend that if you want to give this a go, find yourself a really comfortable spot. So either sitting on the floor, maybe with a cushion underneath your bottom, or sitting on a chair is absolutely fine as well. The idea here is not to be uncomfortable or forced here. You want to be sitting in a comfortable seat, but make sure you're sitting nice and tall and upright, so you're allowing that rib cage to expand nicely. This pranayama has lots of benefits. It's going to, first of all, cool you, which is why we're doing it in this hot weather. And it's also going to, like with all pranayamas, allow the nervous system just to calm down a little bit. So you may be fraught and a bit irritable during this hot weather. So it's going to allow you to just be a little bit more still. It's going to activate the parasympathetic nervous system to do that and help maybe control symptoms of anxiety or stress. So I really hope you enjoyed this breathing technique and you found it helpful in both cooling you and calming you down. If you've got any questions at all or any comments about how you found it, then please do share them below.